Okay guys, so I'll reveal what the secret mission is. The secret mission is I got a phone call, and you're going to get all these telemarketers and people trying to sell you stuff, and most of them are really, you know, trying to con you. Well, I had one mob, they're pretty well known. They called me and said, oh, do you want to pay $70 a night, 5-star accommodation below the penthouse, you know, all the usual spiels. And I said, oh, how much is that? And they said $70 a night, and we're giving it to you like for a fourth of the cost. That's a load of bulla, because I checked up the cost, and it's $140 a night at the moment in this place. I won't reveal exactly where, but let's go to Surfers Paradise and let's look up to a place called the Bay. Okay, so anyway, there's different criteria you've got to go through before they give you your quarter of a price holiday. So I've taken 4 nights. They rang up again and said, oh, after 3 nights, oh, we'll give you 4 for nothing if you come down, blah, blah, blah. So that's the big con. They give you something, right? And then they can do the hard sell on you. So they do a pitch on you. And I've done it twice before, about 5 years ago. And I'm not there to buy a timeshare. I'm just there to have a bit of a holiday. But to tell you the truth, I'd rather be in the van, because one hiccup I may come across is, where do I park the van? I'm in the middle of Surfers Paradise. Now, it's a bit of a crime zone. You've got a transient population. You've got opportunists. So anyway, that's the risk I'm going to take. So I'm going to pay 4 days parking for the van somewhere where I hope it's safe, but it's never safe when it's outdoors, and it's never really safe indoors these days. So there's all these different things they get up to. I've done a few things with my catalytic inverter that will turn them off, but anyway, that's one of the things they go for. The other thing's obviously the contents of your van, and yeah, most of my stuff is buried. I did a chainsaw to get everything out, but anyway, they'll be on camera because I got video. Yeah, well, CCT anyway, and it's motion detected. But yeah, so anyway, that's the mission. So we're going to start by driving down. I've got to go and check in. I've got the 4 nights booked. The pitch that they're going to deliver me will be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Now, I'm not looking forward to it, because like I've said, I've done it twice before. I've driven them absolutely insane, because yeah, okay, I might have been a bit greedy grabbing a cheap holiday, but they want to play on your greed. They want to play on that, and they want to feel like they're going to give you something, but you got to say, oh, it's only today, and then they'll give you a price. I'll tell you exactly what they're going to do. They'll give you a price, and they'll say, look, you can have this timeshare for like $8,000 a week for the rest of your life. Your kids can inherit it, and blah blah blah. Then they'll go on and they'll sneakily bring in, there's a maintenance fee every year, and it's about $400 or whatever. So really, they're saying it's $400 a year maintenance fee. Well, if you only buy a week, that's $400 a week maintenance fee. That's like unbelievable. Anyway, and that doesn't stay at $400 a week. That goes up every year. And there are people that pay companies, and there's companies that make good money out of getting people out of timeshare contracts, because people have had a gutful. They've been paying these fees and everything. It doesn't work out for them. They can't have that exact week off because life happens. Things happen, and especially if they've got a family, there's a lot of things that can happen. So the bigger the family, the more variables there are. So anyway, it doesn't suit me. I've got my van. I've got no intention of buying one, but I'll sort of bring you in on the process as it happens, and I might even get some of the audio of when they're doing the hard sell on me, and you can listen to some of my bulla. But my pitch is going to be back at them. Well, hold on a minute. I'm going to pull them up on what their fees are and all that, how much the thing is, and if they say it's an investment, I'll say, no, it's not an investment, it's a timeshare. That can't be an investment, because I'll try that pitch too. They'll try trying to tell you that you know, if people that have holidays don't have heart attacks, all this crap, you know. They've all been schooled up and they've all been told to sell you anything, even the cheapest thing they can sell you. If they can sell you a dinner card to go and have dinner at their hotels or whatever, sell them that, anything. So these guys have been psyched up, and then when the first one, which is usually the newbie, can't get anywhere with you, and they've got, you know, they're hitting brick walls and everything, well, then they bring in one of their captains. The captain will come in and try his best. He's got a bit more experience. He'll try the hard sell. Like, when I mean hard sell, I mean diamond hard. They really ram it down your throat and make you feel like you're going to let down the whole world if you don't buy this stupid timeshare thing, right? Okay, that doesn't work. That fails. So they bring in the big gun. They bring in their guru who's been around for years and probably sold all these poor unfortunate people these timeshares and pretended that it was a really good deal that day. You only can take it on that day. My pitch back to them will be, I've been brought up where I can have to spend a week to, you know, mull over things. I never buy anything off the cuff. I never buy anything instantly. So that's my pitch. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to get around it. But when you get to the general, when the general comes in, it's super hard pitch. And in the end, they throw their hands up in the air and they want to ban you and all this other crap, right? But some of them can get a bit ugly. So we'll see what happens. I don't like doing it. I'd rather just pay the bloody normal fee and just have a holiday. But I thought I might give you a bit of action and something to laugh about. And I'm sure some of you have already been, you know, put into this predicament. And it's hard pressure. It is hard pressure. So if you have, leave a comment and even name which mob you reckon, you know, gave you a hard time. Mine's going to start with A. I'm not going to go in any more details, but it's A. We'll call it A. So Exhibit A, okay? When I talk about it, I'll say Exhibit A. So I'm supposed to book in at 2 o'clock. It's nearly, I don't know, about 20 past 2 now, and I'm in Brisbane. So that's at least an hour's drive. So 20 past 3, I might be able to check in if I can get the van anywhere close. If not, I'll find a place for the van for 4 days. When I say that 4 days, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to do a few things in the resort, might sit in the bubble bath and have a chat to you. But I'll show you all the, you know, all the mod cons where they make you feel like you're in paradise. That's where they get you, because you're on their premises, supposedly. They're trying to sell a unit, which they'd sell once, but they sell it 52 times, because they sell 52 weeks. So instead of selling a unit once, you sell it 52 times. You might sell it 52 times 20 grand or whatever they come up with. We'll see how the figures crunch, and we'll go back up into the accommodation and we'll do a bit of the maths. But whatever it is, believe me, it's not an investment, and it's actually no better than if you go and search around at the time when you want to get a place and just get it at the last minute. You're going to do a lot better. Even with the van, I don't really, because of, you know, the big C, the big onion, I don't like going to holiday parks. I don't like it, because when you go, there's a lot of people there, and I don't want to be around a lot of people. I want to keep the odds in my favour. I've never had the onion, and I've tried my best. I've got the triple vax, everything else. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion on that, but I've just gone with the science as, you know, as it comes toward me, and made a decision, and I went that way anyway. I know other people got other views, but anyway, that's what I've done, and I actually feel a lot better doing the stealth camping. For one, so some places I'm paying 66 a night, maybe others are pretty cheap, 42 a night in Byron Bay I've had down to. Yeah, that's about the cheapest, I think. But I can wake up in the morning, I can go to a nice restaurant, and I can have pretty big breakfast and then walk out with 20 bucks in my pocket. So say if I spend 40 the night, well, really, what am I spending it on? I don't use any of their facilities. I just go there, sleep, and I leave, because I've got everything in the van. So even the showers, I'd rather have a shower in my van than use one at a park, because half the time it hasn't got hot water. Everyone's used it. They've got up early, stayed in there, had a half an hour shower. When everyone else comes along, it's cold. Well, mine, I can just turn the hot water on and I can decide what temperature I want it. I can have it 44 degrees, I can have 68, I can do what I want. And I've got 75 litres cold water, 10 litres of hot, which is replenished if I want to. I never even use, I probably use about 2 litres of hot and 2 litres of cold, and I have a shower. Usually I have the shower out the back actually. I've got the internal shower, but that's mainly if I'm stealth camping or I'm somewhere where it's not so easy to do it outside. So I just do it in the van. And as you know, I've got that video, 4 showers in 1 van. That's not bulla, that's true. Yeah, so half the time too, I experiment with things just to sort of try and give you better content. And yeah, I think if you go through my videos, you'll see that I do make an effort and I do spend a bit of money on different gadgets and everything, just to sort of give you an idea what your options might be. And you know what, there's not many that I've bought that I regret buying. And nearly all of them, because I've actually sussed them out first, I've actually found them really good use case. I'm trying to think what the most useful thing I've got, and the most useful thing is having a deep sink. You wouldn't believe how handy it is. You can just go and get a drink of water whenever you want, straight out of the tap. You don't have to use a cup if you don't want to. You can wash your hair and put it right down on the sink instead of having a full shower. Yeah, you can splash yourself. You can do your dishes. You can, you know, wipe things up, wash things. You know, anyway, just even do some of your laundry. If you've got a big enough sink, all you do is put some suds in, a bit of a spray, get it all done, and then just rinse it. Put another bit of water in there, wring it out, hang it up on the coat hanger with the little fan, with the little Sirocco fan in front of it, and there you go. You've got a clothes dryer in your van. So everything's got multiple purposes because you want to make the space as beneficial as possible. Anyway, I better concentrate on driving now. I'll see you down the Gold Coast. See you then.